Assalamu alaikum my dear students, hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIBS Homeschool. This is Mohammad Emdadul Haque, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to conduct a math class of class 8. Our today's topic is Chapter 2, Basic Discussion. In this means I will discuss some basic topic in today's class from Chapter 2. The name of the Chapter 2 is Profits. The name of the Chapter 2 is Profits. So, at first we have to know what is profit. Dear students, profit is related with two systems. Profit is related, the word profit is related with two systems. One is business, another is banking system. At first I will discuss how the profit is related with business system. Okay, dear students, let us see. Suppose a businessman buy a product or commodity with with taka 50,000, and the house rent of the businessman for his business is 2,000 taka monthly, and suppose for transporting the commodity, his transport cost is taka 2,000, and some other expenses or other expenditure related to his business is other expenditure related to his business is 1,000 taka, suppose. So now what is the total cost for the business of the businessman? The total cost, if we determine, this will be taka 1,000. So if we take the sum, we will get here 55,000. This is total cost. It means that the businessman total invested taka 55,000 for his business. This total investment is called actual cost price. So when a person want to start a business, then to do the business at first you have to know that the person have to fix up his actual cost price for his commodity, so that he can sell the commodity to get some profit. To get the profit, the person have to sell the commodity, then the person will fix up the selling price of the commodity. It means that the person have to fix up the actual cost price at first, so that he can fix up the selling price to get the profit. If the person cannot sell the commodity or the profit with his fixed price, then it will be loss for him. It means that if the selling price is less than the actual cost price, then it will be loss for him. So profit and loss related to with the cost price. This cost price means actual cost price for the businessman. This cost price means the actual cost price for the businessman. So, at first we have to know the actual cost price, then we can compare the selling price with this actual cost price. If the selling price is larger than the actual cost price, then the person or the businessman will get a profit. If his selling price is more than actual cost price or cost price, but if the selling price is less than the actual cost price, then it will be loss. Dear students, in case of profit, so the condition should be selling price must be greater than cost price. Here cost price means actual cost price. In this case, we will get the profit. To get profit, selling price should be greater than or more than cost price. So, we can write here profit. To get profit, selling price should be greater than cost price or larger than or more than cost price. This is the condition for profit. And how can we determine the profit? To determine the profit, we can use the formula profit equal to selling price minus cost price. It means that if we subtract the cost price from the selling price, then we will get the profit. If we subtract the cost price from the selling price, we will get the profit. And another condition for loss, the businessman loss in the business if selling price is smaller than the cost price. If selling price is smaller than the cost price, then it will be loss. So, the formula for loss will be loss equal to cost price, as cost price is larger, so we have to subtract selling price from cost price. So, cost price minus selling price. This is the formula for loss. Okay, dear students. So, from these two formula you can determine, using these two formula you can determine profit and loss. In both formula here is cost price and here is cost price. And to determine the businessman is obtaining loss or profit, it depends on cost price. To determine profit or loss, we have to depend on cost price. It means depending on cost price, we can determine profit or loss. Okay, dear students. So, we are going to now in banking system. But before this, I want to show you another thing, that is profit or loss in percentage. Profit or loss in percentage. Suppose the price of a commodity, cost price of a commodity, cost price of a commodity is 100 taka. 100 taka. Suppose the cost price of a commodity is 100 taka. If selling price is 50 If selling price is 95 taka, then 100 is greater than 95, or 95 is less than 100. It means selling price is less than cost price. This is selling price and this is cost price. Selling price is less than cost price. In this case, we will get loss. In this case, we will get loss. And the amount of loss is 100 minus 95. That will be 5 taka. That will be 5 taka. 5 taka is loss for cost price 100 taka. For cost price 100 taka. So, we obtained loss 5% as cost price is 100 taka. We can say profit or loss. Loss in percentage means if when the cost price is 100, then the amount of loss is known as loss in percentage. Now, if the selling price is 110 taka, if the selling price is 110 taka, then the cost price is smaller than selling price. It means selling price is greater than cost price. Selling price is greater than cost price. If selling price is greater, then we will get profit. And here the profit is 110 minus 100. It means 10 taka. For which amount, for which investment we are getting 10 taka? For 100 taka. It means when cost price is 100 taka, then the amount of profit is known as profit in percentage. Okay, dear students. Now I will go to the next system. The next system is banking system. In case of banking system, you know the word profit or interest. Profit or interest. Profit or interest. Profit or interest. To know the profit or interest, at first we have to know some terms which is related with profit or interest. So, at first we have to know principle. Principle. Our first term is principle. What is principle? The money which is invested, which is deposited in a bank, or which is we take as loan. It means money invested or deposited in a bank is known as principal. Okay. So, next term we have to know. Suppose if we deposit 10,000 taka in a bank, that will be our principal. Next term, that is rate of profit. Rate of profit or interest. What is rate of profit? A profit of taka 100 in 1 year. A profit of taka 100 in 1 year is called the rate of profit for that amount, or this is known as percentage of profit. Rate of profit means percentage of profit. It means for principal 100 taka in 1 year, the amount of interest or the profit is known as rate of profit. Suppose for 100 taka, if we deposit 100 taka in a bank for 1 year and we get 10 taka as profit, then this is known as profit. This is known as rate of profit. This is known as rate of profit. It means then we can denote this by profit, rate of profit, that is 10%. 10%. Okay. Now the next term is period of time. Next term is period of time. So we can write here, suppose rate of profit is 10%. Rate of profit is 10%. Then period of time. Period of time. It means that a time period for which we are investing money in a bank, we are depositing money in a bank, or we are taking loan from the bank, okay, or we are borrowing money from the bank. Suppose the time period is 5 years. Suppose the time period is 5 years. So 5 years is the time period. Then next term. Now you have to know, next term is profit. Next term is profit. Now we can determine the profit, as here is principal given, rate of profit given, and time period is also given. We can determine the profit. Dear students, to determine the profit, at first we have to know there are two systems for determining profit. Two types of profit are there in banking system. First one is simple profit and another one is compound profit. Dear students, in this chapter 2 we will learn both the system, but in first chapter, it means for 2.1, exercise 2.1, we will learn only simple profit. For this I will discuss in today's class only about simple profit. About compound profit I will discuss in the next class. Okay, dear students. So I am going to discuss about simple profit now. What is simple profit? Simple profit means the profit which is accounted each year for only on the primary or initial principal. The profit which is accounted for 1 year, which is accounted for the time period, fixed time period, only on the initial or primary principal. It means that suppose I have deposited 10,000 in a bank for 5 years. So every year we will get a profit, and for each year the profit will remain same and the principal will also remain same. So this type of profit is known as simple profit. Dear students, in case of simple profit, we will use some algebraic symbol for determining the profit. You know the formula for profit is profit equal to principal multiply by rate of profit, then multiply by time, So this is the formula for profit. Now in this case, if we denote profit, principal, rate of profit, time by using some algebraic symbols, we will get the formula. For profit we are taking I, for profit we are taking I, for principal if we consider P, and for rate of profit if we consider R, and for time if we consider T or N. So we will get I equal to PRN, PRN. This is the formula for determining profit. So the formula for profit I equal to PRN, I equal to PRN. Here this symbol means I means profit, P means principal, R means rate of profit, and N means time. N means time. Dear students, when you will determine the principal, when you will determine the profit, then you can determine the profit principal after a fixed time period. What will be the profit principal? Profit principal is sum of principal and profit. Profit principal. That is sum of principal and profit. The students, profit principal in case of simple profit can be denoted by A. Can be denoted by A. In your book, this is denoted by A. And principal is P. Profit is I. The students, you know, I means P and R. So we can write here P N P R N. I means P R N. So now take P as common. Then you will get 1 plus Rn, 1 plus Rn. So we can write here profit principal equal to P into 1 plus Rn. So this is another formula in case of simple profit. In case of simple profit, we know now two formula. One is I equal to PRN, another is A equal to P into 1 plus Rn. These two formula. Okay, dear students, using this formula we can solve any problem related with simple profit. And you need to remember that when the system of profit, this is compound profit or simple profit, is not mentioned in any question, then you will consider that as simple profit. Okay, dear students. So if we consider this is a given data, if principal is 10,000 taka, rate of profit 10%, then time period is 5 years, what will be the profit? Then we can determine profit I equal to what? So we can determine here I equal to PRN. We can put the value of P here. Value of P is 10,000 taka. R means 10%, means 10 by 100, and N means time is 5 years. So we can determine easily profit here. We can cut by 10 here, 10 we can cut 1,000. Now if we multiply by 5, we will get here 5,000. So 5,000 is the profit of 10,000 taka after 5 years. So this is the profit. So what will be the profit principal? You have to add this 5,000 with the principal. So A will be equal to 10,000 plus 5,000 means 15,000. Okay, dear students. So using this formula we can solve this related problems, and you need to remember that as using this formula we can determine I, we can determine PRN also. So in this case we are using 1, 2, 3, 4 symbols. When value of 3 symbols are given, we can determine the another one. So in the next class we will solve these related problems, and you will be able to learn how to solve the problems. Okay, dear students. So learn this, and today's lesson practice at home, and join see our next class and see our next class. Okay, dear students. Thank you all. See you again. Assalamu alaikum.